All right, what is up, everybody? Tim Jones here on behalf of Jacksonville APA, the home to the Voice Jacksonville Pool. We are back live here. Mr. Larry Emanuel coming up to the table now. Getting things situated here. They kind of started a little fast on us here, so bear with me for just a moment as I make some adjustments. All right, guys, checking the mic now. Make sure everything's good. Larry versus, I believe, Miss Emily is her name. All right, ball in hand over to Mr. Larry here. Some good opportunity on the table, too, with how everything lies. He's got a couple really good chances here. Scoot in and get a few good points without a doubt. If not, start off with a really strong run. There we go. Larry getting back around for the sixth. We'll have a little bit of work to do here on the sixth ball. Miss Rebecca here again, skill level 6. Nice little run from Larry here. Great job. Really seems to be in good stroke right now here. Not trying to overdo stuff, which is important.
How do you see comments on it?
So you actually want to open up in the app, and then you can see.
Oh, I have to go to the app?
Yeah. Yeah, just hit open it. There we go. Bit of a tester here on this 9 ball for that bottom right hand corner pocket. Oh, he's going for the bank. That keeps on going. Eventually, it's going to go in the pocket one of these times. That will open up beautifully for Miss Rebecca here, bottom left hand corner pocket. I love it. JT's literally 2 seats down from me and says, "Love you, Larry. Let's get it." All right, we got the crew over here. Brad and Mama Lane. Sam's over here. And that will be a good out. I'll try my best here, guys, to keep up with the score for this one. So we'll get a quick update from Larry here on that. And rock and roll it from there. Larry, what's the score? All right, Larry taking the majority of that rack here, up 7-3 right now. There we go. Chat, let me know you guys are in here. 7-3 in favor of Larry. Race to 46. Trash go in here, says, let's go, Larry. Let's go indeed. Show this man love and sport. First time in Vegas. First match in Vegas. Here for the skill level 6-7 tier. Beck got a hold of that pretty well. Fortunately, a little bit of clump with where everything ended up here towards the bottom left-hand corner of the table. Larry really trying to look here, figure out what to do with this one ball. This is a tough situation, too. I was about to say, do you hide it? Do you try to cut it all the way down? Don't know if you open up a window here for Miss Rebecca or not. 6 ball is a little close to it, so is the 9. But that key ball is so far up the table here. She may have a clear sight on it.
I also need Yvette Johnson at table 302. Yvette Johnson, please report to table 302. This does start your 15-minute grace. We're also looking for Malad Chubuk to go to table.
There we go. She'll get a good hit, and I was about to say a really good leave out of here. I thought the 1 ball was about to snuck her up with the mess between the 6, 9, and 2. 1 ball's opened up beautifully. Now it's a real question about the 2 ball. What window does it have? And if it doesn't, is he going to go for a defense on hiding the cue ball, or is he going to go defense on the 2? Guys, also just as a friendly reminder to all of Jacksonville APA here, all we have right now left in this wonderful 2025 Pool Players Championship is our singles matches. So that's what we'll be streaming for the rest of the time here. And our next stream will be tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern for you guys.
We're also looking for David Kay to table 463.
Oh.
This player wasn't registered.
Okay, well, Mr. James there, aka Dwayne Current, since they used his first name, Dwayne won his match. Quite a flawless victory. In fact, it was over in like 2 minutes. The match just started at 9 o'clock. So I don't know what Wheaties he ate this morning, but that boy shoot good. By the way, Sam, how are you doing?
I'm kind of exhausted.
It's been a long week essentially here at Vegas, right?
Yes, we've been here since Saturday, and then we go home Saturday. So a week is quite a long time.
Yeah, I was telling somebody earlier, they were like, I bet you don't get too tired of Vegas. I was like, it does finally at the very tail end, just finally wear enough on you where you're like, I want my bed. That's all. Like at anything, if you could fly it in here, I might be okay for another 2 more days, but I really just want bed.
Yeah, I want my bed, and more than anything, I want my dogs. I miss them.
Look at that. Look at that. I love it. Well, very good run opportunity here coming up on the table. Guys, as well, just keep in mind too, it is not as crowded in here as it was earlier. Music's not as loud here, not as many matches going on, so I am going to do my best to try to be quiet and not interrupt and interfere with any of the players and stuff. So you may not hear as much commentary about like specific shot-on-shot selection and stuff like that as well. And Mr. JT's got us a scoreboard over there, so we'll have you an update at the end of each rack as well. We like the idea of a defense that I don't think it leaked out for a direct hit, but it leaked out enough for a 1-rail kick. Thank you, sir. I'll just get it at the end of each rack. It's fine. Yeah. So you ain't got to do as much work. Hey, Angry JT, how you doing today?
Loving life, just waiting for my beautiful 9:30 match.
Not 9:30.
Yep. 30 minutes late.
Because you're going to be 30 minutes late. That means it's going to be a forfeit. You better stop it. That boy does not have no 9:30 match up here. Shenanigans is afoot here in the 2025 Pool Player Championships. Goodness gracious. JT just said he creates his own times. Oh, Lord. Now he's got me in that mode where I feel like I need to message him and make sure he wakes up in the morning. Very nice shot here. Hits right above that side pocket. Good shape for the 5. Very well played.
up for my mini.
You did finally sign for your mini. Which mini are you playing in?
Well, I'm currently a 5, but I have been a 6, so I thought I could play in the skill level 5s, but I have to play in the skill level 6, so I'm playing in a 9 ball.
Now, is it just only skill level 6 in that bracket, or is it a range?
Just 6s.
How many total players?
I think 8.
Last question. How much does it cost?
$20.
Yeah, buddy. I love those two. They're so nice. $20, 8 players. And I think usually it's top 2 is the payout for that. So normally they'll do something like 120 and 60 along those lines, something along those lines. So that way there's a little bit of difference between first and second place. Forgive me, that math just did math. I just realized that in my head. I said 120 and 60, which is $180. If there's 8 people times 20, there's $160.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, guys.
I was mathing.
She was mad that she wasn't going to correct me. You let me fail there, Sam. I'm disappointed. So disappointed here. Great shape there on the 9 ball. Very well played. Very much like that. That was a good out by Miss Rebecca here. Very well played. She's got her own cheering squad over here as well. Turn around as they said nice out to her. She said thank you. Larry down right now 9-11. Very close matchup. Really love the way that she used a little bit of bottom right on that shot as well here. Kind of guaranteed a little left on it so that way the 9 ball would hug the rail and go all the way top left hand corner pocket. All right, here we go. Both opponents showing really good strengths here. Seem very eager to get these matches in play. Miss Rebecca on the snap here, getting quite a bit of movement again towards that top part of the table from here. Yeah, the 1, 7, 3, and 8 towards the top half of the table. 4 ball sitting directly a little below on the left of the cue ball. Followed by the 6, 2, and 5 there, close towards the bottom left-hand quadrant. 9 ball sitting close to the bottom short rail. Luckily, with where the 7 is to the 8, there's going to be an opportunity to get from the 7 to the 8, then to the 9. You just got to make sure and play it smart. Ooh, looks like the 1 ball hangs in the process of me describing what to do for the back half of this matchup. We'll see what sort of window she has to work with here because that 1 ball looks like it's buried in the shelf. Well, slight with where she's aiming, she's looking coming off the bottom short rail. Definitely improve that option. There's a good funnel of a window here where she can even end up going rail first. She can even come up a little bit short, gives her a lot of opportunity to really make that 1 ball. Very smart play. Look at this. Oh, I thought she had it too. I really thought she was about to go. Hit that right hand long rail just a little too early. But very, very good try. All right, time for our boy here to really capitalize. He's going to do his best to get back downfield, and he definitely did. Clifton on the process. Ooh. Man, all this is getting close and ugly. Looked like a great hit to me here. Didn't see the 5 move at all. So no ball in hand over Miss Rebecca. Although he did open up a good window and a really good run potential. Now the issue is 2 ball, not a problem. Ball left hand corner pocket 3 definitely has the top right. The issue is where that 4 ball is. 7's playing blocker as it is, and you're going to have a tough time on that realistically. My guess is maybe you try to get in the window in between the 5, 7 here, and be able to take the 4 top left-hand corner pocket, but good shot from Becky here. Pulls back on it, creates a nice little angle there on the 3. Looks like she's using a little inside there now. It's definitely going to clip into the 6. But again, I think sometimes it's very important, especially, you know, like for instance, like this is her second match in her run in Vegas here. This is Larry's first. There is something to be said, even through the skill level 6-7 bracket, about just getting a couple balls potting and then just playing it smart. There's nothing wrong with not feeling like you got to keep your foot on the gas pedal 24/7 and trying to play some smart defense here, and she does just that. Trying to lock up closer with the 7. However, she hit that with a really good speed. 4 ball's not too far off this bottom short rail, really leaving you in a predicament. I'm not saying Larry can't get a good hit on it. I'm just saying she's increasing odds of her opponent missing, right? Anytime you increase those odds and you start to wear on your opponent, you start to get more ball in hands and you start to be able to succeed more. So very, very wise play. Larry changing things here at last second. Looks like he was going to go right hand long rail first. And now he's opting to come here. Ooh, was worried about the scratch because of that. However, I will say that's a big change in gameplay for Larry, without a doubt. That is a typical shot that I would say old Larry, you know, back in the like slow 4 days for Larry, he would have been 100% went and did the 1 rail kick, trying to pot it there, bottom left-hand corner pocket, and risk potentially giving ball in hand versus trying to come here in the left-hand long rail, which is why I was very surprised he got it like he did, and changed his method here. That shows tremendous growth from him, and definitely shows part of the reasoning why he has earned himself a spot here in Vegas. Good try there from Miss Rebecca, and again, not really leaving Larry with much here. Not a player really leaving a huge run out overall. And very smart plays from both players. Oh, very nice shot. Very well played. I thought that had already happened. My bad.
Oh, yeah, no, it was my bad. I didn't guess. I didn't know that.
You're good. You're all good. So the update on Dwayne is he's still waiting for his opponent to show. His opponent's got a couple more minutes to be able to show to 9:15, but his opponent did not register for the event. And if his opponent does not show by 9:15 and they call him, it will be an automatic forfeit in favor of Dwayne, of course. And looks like based on the schedule, that should put Dwayne playing again at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Just a small miss from Miss Rebecca here, but I like the shirt. I like the speed. Like, look at the window in which she got to that 5 ball. Very well played. She missed that corner a little bit, but I mean, honestly, again, the speed was very much on point. Very, very good job. Larry trying for the bank here, and looks like it's going to straighten out there when it comes off that top short rail and come right back down here to the middle part of the table. He may have left that in a very tough spot here. It looks like it may be past really the halfway point. And in fact, I'm definitely going to say it is past that halfway point on the side pocket to cut it. And the issue there is the scratch city there in that right-hand side pocket. It's kind of tough to really get a hold of this. Some people can do it, though. Some people feel comfortable with this shot, but y'all saw her corner cue right there. She sees exactly what we're talking about on stream. look at this back cut. What a shot. Very nicely done. No love for the foul ball after, but what an absolutely amazing shot. Well played. All right, good attempt with the one rail kick here to be able to get the defensive shot here. Ball in hand over to Larry. Larry going with that nice little window in between the 5-9. Good hit. Going to come off rail just a little bit. Nicely done. I'm seeing some very much different behavior, I feel like, than what I'm normally seeing from Larry here. I'm seeing him resetting on some stuff, making a couple different shot selections and everything. I don't know if it's just because of being in Vegas or what here, but I kind of like the fact that I'm seeing it a little bit here. I feel like he's really, really just like taking all things into consideration on his shots. Now, as long as it isn't him actually overthinking a bunch of things too, it'll be good to go. But oh, she's going to get a lovely, very good bump into the 7 ball. And officially the forfeit is in. Mr. Dwayne there won his match because of a forfeit. So, again, he will for sure go on tomorrow morning. And a good out from Miss Rebecca there. Well played. Current score right now is 12-18. Slayer down just a few points here. Again, as long as I'm not overthinking things should be just fine. Just, the most common thing a lot of people will tell you here is obviously just play your game. And that's definitely true here, but I think the more helpful thing, at least I think, to say to people is, of course, again, you've already done the hard work and dedication to get to the point that you're already at, right? You've already won your Vegas qualifier. You've already done something that is extremely tough to be able to do overall. All right, here we go. Double checking the rack here. Miss Rebecca opting to be a little bit closer to the top short rail here. Diamond over. Ball gets a lot of movement. She looks like she will have eyes on the 1 ball. And drops 2 on the break. Smart defense from Miss Rebecca here. Playing it very wise. Player trying to see what options he really has. Tough to see anything coming here off the bottom short rail. Just trying to go around the world on it. And that would be a no-go. We will have our first dead ball. This is where that 6-point lead here will increase. It's a good try from Larry, but tough option there. I think honestly, it may have been better off trying to just snooker up that solid that was up there, maybe with the 1. He's kind of blocked on a lot of different sides here. May have been able to come off the top short rail as well, but just gotta hope here that Rebecca doesn't end up getting the rest of this right, because this will absolutely be detrimental to the overall race. Guys, while this rack is going on here, we're going to do a quick impromptu interview here. Dwayne, I heard you won your match in about 15 minutes or less. Is that kind of like a Jiffy Lube guarantee or something going on over there, brother? How'd you play?
Never missed a ball.
You know, that is the exact way to win that championship. Never miss a ball here. Do you got any words for the viewers back at home? I can't. Just say hi to somebody. Yeah.
My mom's gone, man.
Okay. Don't give me that. I'm sorry. Oh, I get nervous every single time I put that in.
Hey, Dwayne, what cue are you currently shooting with?
A stick that was made by Terry Campbell.
Oh, hold on, really?
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. What, I honestly don't think I've seen you shoot with it, to be honest with you. I haven't been paying attention to that. Is that the one you won the right to come to Vegas with?
Yep.
Let's bat it on. How long have you been shooting with it? Don't overthink it.
Just throw it in the
It's been 16, 17 years now.
Goodness gracious, talk about tried and true. My Lanza. Well, we definitely look forward to the rest of your run here in Vegas, and good luck to you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. That is true. JT did bring up a good point here. Mr. Dwayne, he did win it. Mr. Dwayne is one up on JT now. Dwayne has one win up over JT. Tell him to find me. I need to be able to bug him. Okay. I need to be able to see him. Okay. Yeah. See if you can get me a score update. I would love to tell the crowd here. Dwayne's going to go try to get an update about Mr. Roberts' match. He's the only person I haven't seen yet. I've been trying to find. Well, nice thing cut there into the 7 by Rebecca. She did a good job really leaving them pretty long, though. You take a look, 7's almost all the way to the top short rail. Cue ball's almost all the way to the bottom short rail. So Larry's trying to respond off in his own defense here. It may have opened up. Yeah, definitely opened up too much here. Rebecca doing really good, taking on the stress here. Larry has got to really just crank down on this and get in gear. Good shot there, keeping it short, sweet, and simple here for the 9. Not trying to overcomplicate the shot. Oop. Hold on, it's right in between the rails. Goodness gracious, that was wild. Normally when it does that, rejects out that top left-hand corner pocket like that, it ends up going into the top right-hand corner pocket instead. Hey, JT, JT's asking the score. All right, Larry trying to let this open up for the bank and lands it like a champ here. Very nicely done. All right, 15 to 24 right now. Larry's got to be able to do a really nice controlled break here. Let's see if he can get things back in control. 9-point difference, even race to 46. Rebecca really holding kind of tried and true with just nice smooth strokes again, not overcomplicate shots, not trying to add too much extra on things or overdo too much shape, really just taking things as they are. That's really running well for her, so I'll see if Larry can get it in gear with that. All right, here we go. We're gonna make something here, bottom right hand corner pocket, and may have eyes on the 1. Tough to tell where the 7 is. 5 ball sitting there towards the top right, 4 just a little below the 5. You got the 8 and 3 here on the right hand long rail. 7 there almost middle of the table here, 6 close to the bottom left hand quadrant. Greg, Mr. Dwayne's match was forfeited, and so he is running over to try to find Robert Pearson's match and see if he can get a score update. It's a little tough, though, because if somebody's already over there, you kind of don't want to run through and bother the player too much. But if I am able to get it for you, I promise you I will. But he's already on it for us. He instantly thought about that. I was like, yeah, that'd be a big help, man. If somebody's over there, or we can get a quick score update, so that'd be really nice. Also, Greg, appreciate you being here in the live stream, brother. Hope you're doing well. Oh, she drives right past that 3. Good attempt, though, trying to come off that bottom short rail. She did not have a lot of distance between the cue ball and the short rail. And thus that, will keep her from being able to see the angle as easier as it could be. Greg, not a problem, brother, not a problem. I'll keep my eyes out for Dwayne. Like I said, he ran over to go find it. So if he comes on back and give us an update or maybe text in the stream here. Also, I'll keep an eye out because he may text the Facebook group as well. So I'll try to keep an eye out. Like I said, as soon as I have that information, though, brother, it is all yours, Greg. I'll get it for you. Larry playing that smart here. Kept on driving over. Oh, you see him throw his hands up here. Defense did not seem to stick. Tables are definitely slick. Again, they're in great playing condition here. Fresh cloth. Good conditions here, temperature-wise in the room and stuff like that. So the tables have been playing very fast because of that, very slick. You said it's doing good. I'm glad to hear it, Greg. I just can't believe where we're at in Vegas now. I like the fact this is Thursday night. It's kind of tripping me out to an extent. So just a little hard in that left-hand side pocket. Not by much, but just a little bit. Again, she did good, though, because of it popping out the way it did. Didn't leave Larry with much. And then Greg, tomorrow when I stream in the morning, whoever it is I'm streaming, I'm going to try to pick one particular and stay on it for the most part. Things were getting a little bit out of hand earlier when I was trying to jump between both matches. But I'll try and see if there's anybody watching it, if they can message me. Always, guys, if y'all are ever here in Vegas, too, that's a big, big help. And there's nothing wrong with ever updating us on people's scores in the live stream. So remember, we are here as one giant Jacksonville family and here to support as much as possible. Nice clipping the 3 balls. Going to hit back up. If it hadn't hit that 4, it may have just kept on rolling on down, giving Larry a little better position. He looks a little stuck up with where the 3 is. There's not enough space for it to come past the 8. And I feel like it's a little too far with the 8 ball too far down for him to hit into the 8 for that 3 ball to clip on over to the right. He should still try it though. Oh, he was able to clean clip it right into that side pile. What a shot. Wow. Well played. Okay, Dwayne got us a quick little score update for Mr. Robert's match there. 20-15 was the last update he had. So Robert up just a few points, but a very close matchup, though. Very close matchup. Well played on him. All right, the run potential is on now. And this may bode well, too, as well from a confidence standpoint here. You know, your opponent starts getting away from you a little bit. Being able to drop a few balls in a row will definitely be good. Oh, no. Ball in hand, right back over to Mr. Becca. And a simple little 3-point shot here. That will undo some of the good work Larry just did on a great run, too. Respect here, drawing it back. Grace says, think I'm going to hang for a while. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you, sir. We'll give it a few minutes here as well and try and see if we can't, if I can coerce Mr. Dwayne to run back over there and check in. But like I said, we'll give it a few minutes and see. Current score now for Larry's match, 21-28. All right, Larry, let's go, bud, okay? Come on now. Are you going for the Masters? So, see table 442, got in the backwards baseball cap, look straight through. There's the blue jackets on first base.
Oh, I see.
Yep. So hers video's up right now. Unless I both bags, which is national. Yeah. All right, here we go again, Miss Rebecca up to break. keeping pretty consistent to where she is breaking from, which I like because her breaks have been working pretty well for her. No need to change things. She's been doing pretty good with it. And of course, the old commentator curse. As soon as I say anything here, cue ball snaps right into the side pocket. Larry's got to do a great job taking advantage of this ball in hand. Larry opted for the side pocket there, right-hand side pocket. I'm a little surprised on that. He had a little bit of angle there, but left-hand side pocket may have worked a little better for him. He did a good job hitting it enough to get the cue ball back over there to the right of that 3-ball, but I think he's overdoing his stuff just a little bit here. Maybe take an extra minute walk the table. May have worked out a little better for him there and kind of look at the run a little better. Austin, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream, man. Guys, Larry needs our love and support right now, so we need to be giving it up to him. Oh, beautiful shot here from Mr. Becker. Cue ball's going to clip up close to that 3. Oh, that's a tough leave. That will be a good hit. Not maybe the lead she was looking for, but definitely a good hit. No ball in hand to Larry. However, it does look like that 3-ball is clipped up very close to rail, so is the cue ball. This is one of those shots that looks like it's an easier shot, but sometimes can definitely be one of those that you end up hitting into the rail too early and pop out and stuff. Larry overhitting just a little bit. 3-ball rattled there in the pocket. Luckily, still dropped. Some nice force follow here should win the day here. He's loading up on some good top on the shot. Plays it right on down to the pocket. And will have himself eyes on that 5. He's in a great window. Yeah, he was trying to clip it in. If he can sit right there against that rail, got a little close. Becca will have a good opportunity here to swing at this. I won't say the best, but at least having eyes on it, having a pocket it goes to definitely increases your odds. So, Austin, I would say so. With the tables here in Vegas, again, it's fresh felt, very well kept and maintained tables here. And what a clip! Oh, it didn't drop. Wow, there's no way you could set that shot up again and not let it drop. There's not a chance in this world. But what I was about to literally say here, and the table just wants to make me a liar pants on fire, is that with the cloth being as new as it is, the felt being as new as it is, overall, the table's being well maintained, and you know, obviously we've been busy here, but it isn't like it's had, you know, each table's had 100 matches played on it, right? So, you know, they haven't been worn in yet, and again, the pocket's a little forgiving. He is overhitting stuff, crazily overhitting stuff. Fortunately, ball in hand again with 4 very big points on the table for Miss Rebecca. Austin said, oops, I jinked it. Right. All right, she keeps things again nice, short, sweet, simple. One of her strengths here in this matchup over Larry. She's doing very good with it too. Now Now she'll have her pick. She can go right hand side pocket. She can take down bottom right hand corner pocket. Chat, which way you going with this one here? You going right hand side pocket or you going bottom right hand corner pocket? Perfect shot there, right hand side pocket. And I definitely agree with that. I like that option overall. All right, as we get an update from our certified scorekeeper here, Mr. JT, 25 to 33 in the race to 46. Larry still needing 21 more balls to Miss Rebecca's 13. 8-point difference. Yeah, I talked about before as well here. Although I do love singles. Singles is one of the most fun ways to get to Vegas because a simple singles board can get you, a trip all the way to Vegas. And you're talking about like what, $40 for a singles board to get all the way here. At the same time, there's one part that makes it very tough. And that is right now you could really be using a team over there to really, talk to you, coach you through some stuff, maybe give you a good timeout and stuff. And in singles, you ain't got that. That's one of the biggest differences is how that works. So you got to have the boldness there and the ability to really just take on what's before you, not let yourself get, flustered. Again, Rebecca's really sticking to the same break here. What a shot by Larry. Nicely done. Very well played on that one. Two balls going to keep rolling. And he will get a good leave out of it. Only thing I would like to see from Larry realistically and overall in the matchup here is just more defensive shots, more intentional defensive shots. I think he could use just a couple of those extra inside his wheel well here. And that will give him some more ability to take on somebody that is strong like Miss Rebecca is. Again, Miss Rebecca does a lot to, from everything I can tell, not overcomplicate stuff. She's not adding in the extra things, doing too much to the cue ball here, and not adding extra English when not necessary, or trying to get such a better leave. So. Ooh, Larry getting a little twofer. Still has eyes on the 5, so not too bad, but obviously it would have been nice if the 3 set, especially with him being a little bit above the side pocket. He might be able to cheat the pocket and get to a better position for the 5. Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, who's there can give me a photo? Let's go. Larry on the big screen at cue ball. Love that. Yeah, y'all know it's one of my most favorite things in the whole wide world. Oh, that cue ball's going to drift right on down in good position for the 5. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you letting me know. Who was it that told you?
Justin.
Oh.
I just asked him.
TJ, it's an even race, 46-46. Last update at the end of the rack was 25 to 33, which left it a 21 to 13 race overall. Larry's a little bit behind right now. Again, he's been overdoing things just a tiny bit. And again, like I said before, would love to see some more defensive shots from him overall. I think that would be really the two main things. That's where Rebecca's strong suit's been coming out. She's been playing some good defensive shots here, working for them. Again, keeping things nice, short, sweet, simple. Not overdoing stuff. Let's go. TJ, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you posting there, showing that the matchup is on the big screen at cue ball, brother. Thank you so much for that. I know Larry's got to be appreciative of that as well. She is awesome. Very, very good speed. Very good pace around the table. There's a nice rhythm to it. That's You ever see somebody like out of nowhere, like a certain song comes on, they start shooting really good and stuff? It's because that there's a certain rhythm, a certain tempo to the table that people get into, and when they kind of find that lane, that groove, that speed limit, if you will, that they hit and hit that notch, they can play really really well. A lot of their good skills and talents really come out and shine on the table. And a good out from Larry there. There's some massive points that he desperately needed. JT, give us an update a little bit closer here. Larry closing the gap, 32-36. Very, very big difference there. With that being said, the race is to 46 here, so it will be a 14-10 race. That was a very important into the rack, and again, closing a little bit of distance. Still anyone's game. I would say overall, it's very important, again, as always, especially in this instance where you got a little bit of closer race here as well. You want a good controlled break. I see some players from time to time here really just, overall like changing things up that maybe, when they've had a break that's been decent for them working, they'll change it out of nowhere, all sorts of stuff. So looks like we got a quick break on the field here. Quick little restroom break. Nothing wrong with that. He just said he's been working on that already. Yeah. Yep. And Austin, you're absolutely right. Another 7-3. And she will definitely be there for sure. Or he will definitely be there, forgive me. So a very, very important important rack here. I would say this is probably the most essential rack overall. Larry, go wave for the camera. Wave. Say hi. Right.
That was the safest jump shot I've ever seen in my life.
Was it Joselito making it?
Followed up with a breaker, and now he's on the hill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the 10 ball was like in front of the sidewalk, and the cue ball rolled up behind it, and he jumped the full table, and they gave the corner.
So TJ, I shared the link to Facebook for some reason or other, which I've not had this issue the entire time. I do know that it's having an issue where it's getting mad at me for putting it on Jacksonville APA's Facebook page and saying the post is deleted. I'm trying to figure out a fix around it, so I was just trying to post it to my Facebook page, and it couldn't do that either. I didn't want to waste too much time missing out on the match, so I just made sure at least it pushed it to one of the channels, so I pushed it to YouTube first, and I went ahead and just sent the link straight on over to Jacksonville APA's Facebook page, so that way everybody at least still had access to the stream here to be able to see Larry at his very first matchup here in Vegas. All right, Miss Rebecca coming on back. Larry up to break. There we go. Actually, that little intermission might be really good for both players, to be honest with you here. Kind of a nice little pause from the action for just a split moment here to be able to hit a little reset on everything. Let's see if Larry can get a hold of this good and control the break. Ooh, cue ball drifted top right. And it is snookered up with the 4-7. Larry will have at least made one on the break here, but he has got to get a good hit. Just trying to see if he's got any room here. Oh, he hit it so good too. He had to hit it firm like that, keep the angle shorten up, and it just barely jetted past the bottom part of that one ball. Very good attempt from Larry. No love from the table here, but that was a very nice try. Yeah, TJ, it's so funny you called him because I told him like a little bit before his match. I said, this is the part of the day when Larry people call you and look at you and it's like, Larry, just shoot your game, shoot your match, and like you called it. He's like Tim, he's like, that was that call. And I started laughing. I was like, yeah, I was like, people do it to encourage you and stuff. I was like, but it is true. Like, I was like, again, like I like to say it in the sense of you got here for a reason. There was a way that you got here, right? You need to try and see where and how that can take you. I'm not saying not try things and improve on stuff. But when you get here and then you start bringing out all these different things that are just not in your bag of tricks, it's not things that you're used to or used to going after, and you're doing all this extra stuff because you're like, well, this is what other players of this caliber do, et cetera, you really do yourself a disservice, to say the least. It'd be like going to a tournament and buying a brand new cue that's a different size and everything, different weight and different brand, completely different tip, and all that kind of jazz, and then be like, I don't understand why I'm not shooting the way I normally shoot. It's because you've done changed everything. Good eyes here on the 4 ball. Looks pretty straight on it though. Yeah, she must be. She's elevating up on the shot. Yeah, nice smooth stroke, good draw back. Honestly, I kind of like rolling forward with this here, getting in between the 8 and 9 just a little bit. If she can pull it over to the right just a little bit, she'll be good. Ooh, stop shot. She's keeping a little bit of a long angle on it. The only reason why I like being in between the 8 and 9 is because, again, a little bottom right has been working pretty well for me, but a little bottom right, if she got in between it and hit 7 and pull back on just a tiny bit. She's disappointed on that shot for sure, but she's been shooting good. She doesn't need to beat herself up on it. Definitely taking it in stride and just continue on, but again, she's been shooting very well this matchup, so. Larry back in the helm, trying to pick up these last 4 points. Should be able to get into a winner for the sign just fine on this 8 ball. It looks kind of straight. He's going to roll forward on it. Ooh. Rolls all the way down. Sorry, guys. And Larry with the side pocket and a good out indeed. Very, very well played. All right, we will get an official score update here from JT. Ooh, very close. Wow. 37-41. Still right now, very, very close race. Larry at 37, Rebecca at 41. So it is going to be a 9-5 race left in the battle. That was a great out. Those were big, big points there, Austin. Big points. Larry and the Jets. I love that. Unfortunate scratch on the break. And nothing dropped. Now again, guys, when I say this next part here, don't misinterpret it on this as a soft break, but Larry needs to let off his break just a tiny bit. Again, you're allowed to not give 110,000% and try to control your break. You don't have to put, hit it like a semi-truck. Soft breaks, of course, are where like your intention just, slow rolling into it stuff, just trying to get, 4 balls hit a rail. There's, again, a difference between the two, so don't misinterpret what I'm saying here. But again, he's got to control the break better. You know, I like to see a little more center, maybe a little more bottom there. Try to keep the cue ball center table, that kind of stuff. It will be a 9-3 race left in the battle now. Ooh, a nice little force follow shot. She's going to come all the way back down here, bottom left. Normally a big fan of force follow. It had to free up just a little bit earlier. She would have potentially had the side pocket. Looks like she may have been going for a defense on that one. Overhit it just a little bit. Larry overhitting that shot again. Nice smooth stroke there, could have won the day, and he may be hooked up behind the 6 ball. Definitely looks like he is. Alright, will be a good hit not falling him, but he's opened up a window of opportunity for back here, 5 ball top left hand corner pocket to potentially end up going 2 rails here and getting back below for the 6 ball top right hand corner pocket. She got to let it open up a little more than that, but comes all the way down here towards the bottom short rail. It's going to be a bit of a tester of a shot. Good try there, but rattles outside the pocket. Five big points left on the table for Larry. And an accidental early 9 will get him 2 out of the 9 points that he needs left. 40-45 now. So it should be a 6-1 race left in the battle. Oh, I was trying to show you guys, but they got the rack faster. Hold on here. I was trying to show you all the people on the sideline, chat. There we go. And eyes on the 1. Wow. 3 on the break here. It is a 3-1 race. And he has good eyes on the 1. And he can have good eyes on the 4. There we go. Comes back around for the 4. Stop shot right here. Stop shot. There's the stop shot. Chat Larry needs 1 to win. And Larry got the win, baby. Let's go. What a shot and a half. What a comeback, to say the least. 46-45, a nail biter and a half. Mr. Larry not only getting his first match in Las Vegas, but also getting his first victory in Las Vegas as well. We'll see him later on, sometime tomorrow, potentially here, as we try to get more of the skill level 6-7 bracket as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Jones here on behalf of Jacksonville APA, the home of the Voice Jacksonville Pool. Giving you guys, again, as much of the fun and excitement as I possibly can here. Guys, much love, and y'all be blessed. See y'all tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern, guys. As always, y'all have a wonderful evening.